Hi, my name is Mohamad Aiman by Isnin, and today I will talk about pollution. Pollution is defined as the introduction of pollutants into the natural environment that have a negative impact. Chemical compounds or energy such as noise, heat, or light can pollute the environment. Pollutants are either foreign substances or energies or naturally existing pollutants that contribute to pollution. Pollution is dangerous because it can cause muddy landscape, poison soils and waterways, kill plants and animals. Humans are also regularly harmed by this pollution. According to Wikipedia, almost 9 million people worldwide was killed because of the pollution. There are many types of pollution, but in this video, I will tell you 4 types of pollution, which is air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, last but not least is land pollution.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ammar bin Muhammad Helmi, and today I want to tell you about the air pollution. Air pollution refers to a combination of solid particles and gas in the atmosphere. Particles may be suspended as a result of vehicle emission, factory chemicals, dust, pollen, and mold spores. Ozone is a gas that contributes significantly to urban air pollution. When a vehicle consumes gasoline, it releases toxins into the air that are equivalent to smoking 10 cigarettes per day. Carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, nitrogen oxide, and particulate matter are all produced by your vehicle. When car pollution levels are high in the atmosphere, it causes a hole in the ozone layer which causes smoke and other health problems. Industrial operations release a variety of pollutants into the air. Nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and carbon monoxide are some of the major pollutants generated by companies that use coal and wood as their principal energy source. The health and impact of industrial pollution can vary from irritation in your eyes and throat to breathing problems, and can even lead to chronic sickness. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil and gasoline to generate energy from power transportation is responsible for the majority of air pollution. Carbon monoxide emissions at high levels show how much fuel is burned. Inhaling polluted air caused by the combustion of natural gas and fossil fuels impairs the heart capacity to pump and to get oxygen, resulting in respiratory disease. Many cities have already designed public transportation system. Using it helps to reduce the number of vehicles on the road. There are several benefits to walking or riding a bike to work. You can get a work fast by using less roads and back streets. If you can avoid a crowded roads, public transit is preferable since riding a bike exposes you to the pollutants created by high traffic. Polluted air is also slowed by trees placed beside highway or on the boundaries of your land. It's like a protective barrier produced by the forest canopy. As a result, trees helps to prevent air pollution from spreading across long areas. The pollution is then progressively filtered on the spot, with little possibility of it infecting other regions. Polluting particles, heavy metals, chemicals, and greenhouse gases are released at every stage of the manufacturing process from raw materials. Because recycled items have already been removed and proceed, producing them a second time requires far less energy and is far less polluting.
Water pollution refers to polluting of water bodies such as oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, aquifers, and groundwater as a result of human activity. Any alteration in the physical, chemical, or biological characteristic of water that has negative impact on any living creature is referred to as water pollution. Industry generate a large quantity of trash which contain harmful chemicals and pollutants, harming both our environment and ourselves. Variety of other hazardous substances can be found in them. Due to lack of comprehensive waste management system, many companies discharge water into fresh water which flow into canals, rivers, and eventually into the sea. In certain nations, domestic waste such as paper, plastic food, metal, rubber, and glass are collected and thrown into the sea. Decomposition takes anything from 2 weeks into 200 years for these things. When such items reach the sea, they not only pollute the water but they also damage the sea creature. In the event of an accident, a ship carrying a big amount of oil may leak oil. Depending on the volume of oil spilled, the toxicity of contaminants, and the size of the ocean, an oil spill can cause various levels of harm to marine animals. Local maritime species such as fish, birds, and sea otters suffer as a result. Plastic shopping bags and plastic rings from six-pack of beverage pollutes the nation lakes and ocean to a great extent. In the water, plastic bottles can persist for decades. Instead, invest in some reusable linen or plastic grocery bags. Drinks should be stored in reusable insulated containers and filtered water should be made at home. Grease, fat, and used cooking oil should be thrown away or stored in a fat jar to be disposed of with other solid waste. It's possible that your pipes will clog, causing sewer lines to choke and back up into yards and basement. The water also contaminates local bodies of the water. Never flush medication down the toilet and never throw them away in a pond or creek. The medicines build up in the water as well as in fish and other animals. Hormones and other chemicals pollute drinking water used by people and animals, producing a range of health issues in fish and birds.
Hi everyone, my name is Mogeswary and I'm from Murugan. Now I'm going to elaborate about noise pollution. Noise pollution is typically described as repeated exposure to the high level sound that may harm to people or other living creation. According to the World Health Organization, sound level less than 70 decibels are not harmful for the human beings, regardless how long or constant exposure is it. The majority of sector rely on hard machinery that can generate a lot of noise. Compressor generators, exhaust fan, and grilling mills are such as among of equipments that contribute a large amount of noise produced. Long-term exposure to excessive on the other hand may cause their hearing capacities. A high number of automobiles on the road, airplanes fly over the residents, and the subway trains all generate a lot of noises, which many find difficult to adjust it. As a result of excessive noise, a typical person's hearing capacities are impaired. Congestion activities are such as mining, dam construction, bridge construction, road construction, building construction, station construction, and flyover construction occur worldwide. While this allowed many people to be accounted, the noise from building operations eventually impair the hearing capacity of those who are exposed it. While use excessive noise, gaming system, Wi-Fi system, computers, television are all generate a lot of noise. To prevent the noise pollution, turn it off when they are not in use and keep in the low volume. You will also save money on powers when you turn it off. Machine lubrication and maintenance are useful provide to prevent the noise pollution and increase efficiency. Lubrication helps to minimize the noise by reducing friction on moving components. Shutting the door blocks out unwanted noise. It is the important way that you have any noisy neighbors. If you have appliances that make a lot of noise such as dishwasher, blender, washing machine, you can run them in a different room and close the door, keep the noise out.
Alright, hello, my name is Mohamad Nazmi bin Zamry, and I will be talking about land pollution. Land pollution is defined as the dumping of solid or liquid waste materials on land or underground in such a way that they contaminate the soil and groundwater, endanger public health, and create unattractive situations and nuisance. The need for food has risen dramatically as the human population has grown. So, to get rid of insects, fungus, and bacteria from the crops, farmers frequently employ a very harmful fertilizers and pesticides. Overuse of these compounds can result in soil pollution and toxicity. Several land areas are generated under the surface during mining and extraction activities. We frequently hear about land subsidence, which is just nature's method in filling in the gaps created by mining or exploitation. Every year, each family generates a certain amount of waste. Aluminium, plastic, paper, fabric, and woods are collected and delivered to a local recycling facility. Items that cannot be recycled end up in landfills, which detract from the city's beauty and pollute the environment. Construction, wood harvesting, and mining, on the other hand, strip the soil of its nutrients and expose the land to pollutants. Planting additional trees in forests helps to safeguard the area from floods and soil erosion. It also enhances biodiversity and improves the fertility of the ground. However, the usage of fertilizers and pesticides in agriculture cause additional issues. Some raw materials have the potential to pollute the soil. Farmers could use composted manure and biofertilizers to help begin nitrogen fixation in soil to avoid such harm. Dumping solid waste on land, such as household rubbish, garbage, and industrial waste, increase soil toxicity and dangerous chemicals. Municipalities can change the pH level of solid waste before depositing it in landfills using chemical treatment technologies such as acid-base neutralization. And that is all time that I had for all of you. Thank you.